Hi, Karina here, your Lucid Living coach. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Karina. I am a healing arts astrologer, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about this Pluto in Aquarius. Now, Pluto just moved into Aquarius for the final time on the 19th of this month, which is November, and it will be here until 2044, 2043, and then it retrogrades, and then it'll move and enter into Pisces for the final time and not move back into Aquarius. So we have about 20 years of this energy. So you're going to want to look in your chart at the Aquarius 0-degree point, and if you have anything at 0 or 1, you're feeling this energy. If you have anything at 0 or 1 of the fixed signs, you are feeling this energy. Now, well, let's just talk a little bit about Pluto. Pluto is the planet of transformation. It is the planet associated with Scorpio. This is about the phoenix, the death, the rebirth. It's about the intensity, and it is about it's like demolition. It's transforming something or alchemizing something from one thing into another. It's the unearthing to discover and dig deep. It's about eliminating deep emotional attachments as well. And it is about endings and loss and transformation and clearing and removal, depth, truth, rawness, deep change, clearing the old and beginning anew. Wealth is associated with Pluto as well. And the shadow side of things that get in our way of prosperity. So Pluto is the smallest of the planets. It was demoted not a planet, I believe, in August of 2006 by DeGracio. And we're going to talk a little bit about what Aquarius is. Now, Aquarius is the humanitarian. It's about changing the world through innovative ideas and inducing social change. So just think about these two energies. This Pluto's expressing this transformation through the collective, through humanity, because it is the water bearer. It holds its communities, it holds its emotions in, it thinks with the intellect, not so much the emotions. It is an air sign, and it's about progress, progression. It's inventive. Anything that's new and eccentric and different. And the humanitarian is about the collective. It's the individual people that they don't like. They feel Aquarius energy is so different than the rest that it could feel like it doesn't fit in anywhere. And it can have that kind of repulsion around people. Aquarius energy doesn't really like to be around people all the time, but they do care about humanity as a whole. So they have a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of resources to be able to give back in their humanitarian ways, whether that is giving money to homeless people, being involved in charity. And this is all about what we're going to start looking at for the next 20 years in the collective. So anything that is community, charity, network based, diversified, so like cryptocurrencies, all are going to thrive during this time. There is a death to an old world that has happened with Pluto and Aquarius, or Pluto and Capricorn. And this Pluto and Aquarius is the rebirthing of the new world, as Saturn next year will move into Aries, which is the start of spring. So it's Saturn's even rebirthing. So we are seeing this new world become materialized. Aquarius thinks far ahead in the future. So there's a lot of forward future thinking. There's a lot of plans that are being made. And it's also being unconventional and a revolutionary, kind of like a revolting against anything that holds us down. Because Aquarius is very rebellious by nature. And so we're going to see a lot of rising against the old world. If the old world tries to come back, or any kind of limitations or rules or, government or laws that are just not resonating, you're going to see these these groups, these networks rising up against. And it's going to be like I think the most power that we're going to find is within this type of blockchain, how blockchain technology works. So you're going to have, instead of one government ruling everyone, you're going to have small little networks with their leaders in it. And leaders within the network isn't above or below, they're all equal. And so we're going to see like efficiency within these networks. And so maybe we're going to see it as like states will be run by their own, let's say, leader. Okay. So very much the way that is run, it's going to be more diversified. So it's not just like one world is being run by one government. It's going to be spread out, and we're going to have different networks. And then you just go on the network that works for you. What else? Aquarius is very eccentric. So any kind of eccentric fashions, I think, is going to be in. People are going to be more about their autonomy and their individuality. So it's about like standing out within the collective. So everyone is one, but we're all individually autonomous within that oneness, with whether that's networks or whatever. So I don't feel like relationships, like marriage is going to be a huge thing, except for let's say a Leo and Aquarius energy. But the thing that's going to be focused for the collective is more of like this kind of inner dependence, where we are independent within the group. And it's a lot about envisioning for the things that we want to manifest. And this is where we're going to see a lot of manifestations. So whatever you think, whatever you believe is what you're going to manifest into your reality, because we're living in an open world. You're definitely going to want to be involved in being involved instead of I lost my train of thought. But we want to be mindful as a collective about being too radical or rebellious. Like get your information straight. Don't just be rebellious just for the sake of being rebellious. Don't rise against when you don't know the facts or you're not having the receipts. Like when I saw like on social media, like a whole bunch of kids like pretty much protesting for something that their rights have not been taken away. It's the assumption, and it's an assumption of a right being stripped from them when there has been no implementation of this, a law or like how do you call when where you're being ostracized for the way that you are. So just look into the laws and look further into things and not just take things for what they are. And that's what Aquarius is about. Like Aquarius is about knowledge, and they are the I knows. Like anytime you speak with someone that has heavy Aquarius energy, I'm not just talking about Aquarius suns. I mean, those are personality. I'm talking about like more Aquarius moons or Aquarius Mars, like Elon Musk, or Aquarius Venus, like people that really get into knowing the facts, having Gemini is the receipts, but it's still an air sign. And it's about researching and knowing the facts, knowing everything about something. Okay, so you can't just be flipping on tiki-talkies or social media or listening to the news, because this is all bias and this could be cut. You could hear someone speaking a whole speech and clip out one part of it and just make up stories in their head. It's very similar to the Christian Bible and how a lot of these churches, they take things out of the Bible and they regurgitate it in a way that it's not meant to be interpreted that way. Okay, so it's like that. It's like we have to read the whole book. If you're going to read the Bible, read a whole book, either the book of Matthew, the book of Mark, the book of Paul, whatever it is. You don't just read a section of a book or a chapter and make up stories around what that meant. You need to have the whole picture, the whole information. Now, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So we're going to want to look at what Uranus is doing during this next 20 years to really understand what and how this transformation, how this humanitarian, this collective transformation is happening. So Uranus is retrograde right now in Taurus. So this is about reassessing our value system, our currency, our money. Like we're starting to see cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is at 95,000. And so we have this revolution of value and currency. What is valuable? What information is valuable? What is valuable to us? What do we want to focus on in our life? So all these things are around this Aquarius energy. We want to be mindful not to be dictating or too much out of the touch of reality, because we do have Saturn as an ancient ruler for Aquarius, and Saturn is the planet of karma. So we want to be in this Pluto Aquarius, this Pluto Aquarius era. We want to make sure that we are treating our neighbors like we want to be treated. Okay, because karma's a bitch. If you're cheating people, if you're stealing, if you're lying, if you're whatever, you're gonna get that karma. And Pluto's not a very nice energy of forgiveness, right? They kind of like get back. So we want to make sure that we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's. We want to make sure that we are in alignment of integrity, and that, you know, when we're, let's say, gaining something, we want to give. So if let's say you make $10, give $1 to the homeless. Or if you make, you know, if you're doing something, be charitable. This is what Aquarius energy is about. Aquarius is about the wealth after all the bills are paid, after the rent is paid, what's left over. It rules nice jewelry and designer clothing, like gold, because you have to understand that Aquarius's partner is Leo, and Leo is the glitz and the glam. So we also want to make sure that we're not being extreme or chaotic or outlandish or deviant. We want to stick to the balanced energy, which is about progressive energy, unconventional, eccentric, and different, envisioning this new future for humanity and where we want to go. We want to stay disciplined. We want to be practical. We want to be detached from an outcome. We want to be able to be personal and organized. And we want to be social. We don't want to just be having social life online or in chat rooms or on our social media platforms. We really want to be able to connect with people in the physical world, as this is going to help push us into this new world that we're creating. We need to build communities. We need to be out in the real world doing things together. So that is pretty huge. This Pluto and Aquarius, we've been waiting for it for a while, right? And so we're gonna see Pluto leave shadow, meaning entering in new territory that we have not experienced. It'll be, Pluto is going to be at, let me see, I have my ephemeris here. Pluto will move into new territory after 2 degrees and 6 minutes. So around February 2nd, 3rd, 4th, Pluto will be moving into new territory, and we'll start feeling the new momentum with Pluto being in Aquarius for the final 20-year cycle. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Aquarius is the star card in the tarot. What can we learn about the star card? Let's read a little bit about it real quick. The star card, and also as above, so below. So we could just look at what's going on without, and we're going to figure out the things that are going on within. And because we're all connected, 1. 2, you could look at what's going on in the astrology, or if there's meteor showers or different meteors that are coming into our orbit, and you can see what it represents and see what maybe where it is within your life and how you can connect with that kind of energy. Now, the star card is about let my inspired gifts express themselves through me. So inspiration, fulfillment, vocation, peace, and creativity. Lucky you. Inspiration and hope are lighting us up from within. At least you can unbanishedly tap into universal source energy to exit and create with a sense of oceanic ease. This is a completely immersive state of oneness that allows for visionary flow. Time becomes obsolete as you deeply connect to your infinite core. It's a peaceful, organic, and fulfilling experience that prompts healing and expansion. What you are now conceiving can reveal your deepest truths. When you open yourself up to the innate faculties of creativity in this way, you have the pure potential of the cosmos right at your fingertips from this place. You can calmly harness immense clarity about who you are, a child of this universe with a unique purpose. Designed as your gift's receptacle, you simply have to create the most inspired conditions for the universe and your gift to actualize themselves through you. This is your contribution to the cosmos, and in return, the cosmos have your back. So trust yourself to share your colors with generosity. Now I'm going to read the shadow for the star card. Are you languishing in unexpired thinking? It's difficult to trust in the bright universe when you're hopelessly navigating a dark inner night sky. It's time to shed light on the essence of your discouragement. By identifying and labeling limiting thoughts, you organically draft a system to expand beyond them. Recall that the entire cosmos lives within you and never dims. You can look inward for the spark of inspiration at any time. What is it that has always made your eyes shine? Following that shimmer will lead you closer to your purpose. You owe it to the cosmos to give your vocation your full attention. Let it inspire all your actions, devoting yourself to purpose without the expectations of a certain outcome to provide you with the North Star of hope, no matter how dark it gets around you. Radiance tip is take some time to engage in automatic creative work, such as the stream of consciousness, drawing or writing. It's about quantity over quality, and let yourself do more and think less. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Now, Aquarius is associated with the number of 11, which is like a twin flame type of partnership of two individual sides. Sideways is an equal sign, and also it's the glyph for Aquarius, which is a squiggly equal sign. It's also a kind of equal sign, meaning as above, so below. So combine these ideas with the air element, and equality of relationships is the result. Then add the fixed characteristics. The fixed energies is Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio to make the equation into a stable, unchanging law. So there is the four fixed signs that are all being affected by Pluto transiting into Aquarius. And you start with the fixed sign of the bull, and then the lion, and the eagle, and the human. And this is all about living creatures, turning great wheels in the sky. It is a magical time, you guys. And I wanted to read a couple quotes that we could associate with this Aquarius energy. Astrology in the Bible. In his tremendous biblical vision, the prophet saw the symbolic living creatures associated with the four fixed signs of the zodiac. He tried to describe how they are everywhere at once and what awesome power they have. Words are inadequate to convey this kind of inner, multidimensional experience. Notice that man, Aquarius, is one of the creatures. So the gravitational force between any two objects is proportional to the product of the two masses over the distance squared. and that's Newton, which was an Aquarius. Abraham Lincoln was an Aquarius as well, which is all about government of the people, by the people, and for the people, shall not perish from the earth. And this is what we're going to start seeing, guys. We're going to start seeing more of the people being integrated back into the government. So I'm excited for that. And I will talk to you guys on the next podcast. Peace out. Your Lucid Living Coach. If you'd like a reading, you could hit me up on my website, LUCIDLIVINGMOVEMENT.com. And if you would like to host a paint and sip at one of your holiday parties, also message me on the bookings page at LUCIDLIVINGMOVEMENT.com. Love you guys. Peace out.